Welcome back to Gamescom 2018. I'm Joe Skrebs, and this is Lennart from the PES 2019 team. As you can tell, I got a British accent, so we are going to talk about football today. It's only a week away from release.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, literally, the timing couldn't be more perfect for Gamescom. So literally, like next week, August 30th, will be the global release. So can't wait for that.
That's really nice. It's so rare that, like, right at the start of the football season, you actually get to play a football game.
Yeah, and it's actually, I mean, it's been the first time that a football video game has been released in August. I mean, we worked very closely. We discussed it with our development team in Japan that we really want to move the release date forward. Actually, as you just said, to align it with the football season, because that's just the perfect start. I mean, like your favorite team is starting the season, and at the same time you can kick it off the season virtually. So it's perfect for us.
That's really nice. And, like, I mean, so close to release, like, everything must be in place. Tell us about the biggest features that we're going to be showing.
Yeah, I mean, there will be, I mean, as you just said, the game obviously is done, it's been shipped out, and there are loads of new things to talk about. Obviously, we're having the demo now, so we can talk about all the gameplay features, but first of all, the game looks like, from a visual perspective, looks stunning. It's been improved so much. The team has put so much effort into the ball physics, so literally to improve them more and more. And then there also, one of the big things this year was the announcement of new leagues. So on the licensing level, we've picked it up big time. So we've included the biggest amount of league licenses the series has never seen before. And also on top of that, you have My Club completely reworked, and there's loads of stuff to talk about. So I'm not sure if we have time for that.
Well, I mean, let's keep it focused on the gameplay for now then.
Yeah.
So we're seeing Schalke versus Liverpool. Obviously,
Yes.
Schalke are a big partnership for you this year.
Exactly. So this year we were super happy. I mean, super grateful to sign up with Schalke 04. They're literally just a few kilometers away from here, and so this year literally we started the partnership. It's been a partnership in game, but obviously also Schalke are one of, I would probably say, one of the most innovative clubs, and they are really picking it up on esports. So they've just announced their esports team, like their PES esports team. They will be actually tomorrow. They will be at our booth, and they will reveal their PES esports shirt at our stage. So
wow, nice.
That's super exciting. But yeah, so we are super thankful to have Schalke, and actually, as you can see in the demo right here, that we will have the Veltins Arena, Schalke's home ground, for the first time in PES. And as you can see, actually, from the intro scene, it looks beautiful. And the reason why is earlier this year we visited Schalke for 1 week, me and the team from Japan, and we did a full stadium scan. So for 1 week, we fully scanned the stadium from the inside, from the outside. Even my team from Japan, they did a helicopter flight so basically to get this top-down view.
We're just firing lasers out of a helicopter.
Maybe not in PES, but actually to get this shot from the top view. And as you can see, the stadium literally looks beautiful, and probably is one of the most beautiful stadiums in the game.
It's one of the only stadiums that's as imposing as Anfield for other teams to go to as well. Have you captured, like, how do you kind of deal with, like, getting the ambience of a stadium as well as the look of it? You know, it has such a distinctive feel. People talk about going to the Veltins Arena.
Yes, so I mean, it's not only about, I mean, when we scanned the stadium, obviously the stadium was empty, but we also combined our visit with actually visiting a home match from Schalke, and therefore our team could capture the atmosphere. And as you can see all the mosaics, the chants, all this will be included in the game, actually, to capture the unique atmosphere by visiting Schalke.
Is that just a question of your researchers get to go to loads of football matches and check out what's the most authentic
I would
thing?
love to go to, unfortunately I don't have time to go to that many, but yeah, like, I mean, our team, they are visiting loads of games. It's not only like here in Europe, they've visited loads of matches in South America as well, literally to capture this uniqueness of each single stadium. Since, I mean, it can be said that, like, I mean, the atmosphere at Camp Nou is completely different than in Veltins Arena. Obviously Spanish fans are completely different than German supporters, and that's what we actually want to recreate in the game.
That's really cool. And obviously a major part of, alongside this sort of stadium scanning, is face scanning as well.
Yes.
So presumably you've done that with Schalke and the big license teams.
Correct, actually. It was mid-July we visited Schalke again. So, I mean, I've been to Schalke multiple times this year. And in mid of July we did a full 3D scan from the full first team squad. So we are working very close with the scanning agency, and every time when we have the opportunity to get some time with our partner clubs, we are doing a 3D scan with them, and this 3D scan actually allows us to implement every single detail into the game. So, for example, I mean, nowadays it's quite common that players are having tattoos or very little, especially unique tattoos, and by doing this 3D scan, we can literally replicate those players almost, I would say, very close to one to the game. I mean, we spoke about him, we showed him in some of our footage. It's David Beckham. David Beckham, 2018. I mean, he is definitely a legend, and we did a scan with him as well. And from the trailers, you could already tell how amazing he looks actually in game. He comes with all his unique trademark tattoos, and this is thanks to a 3D scan.
What's the sort of process of working with someone like that on including them in a game? Particularly David Beckham, who obviously is retired now.
Yeah.
You've got a 40-something guy in your game. Like, how do you work on the stats with him? Do you have to be like, David, I'm really sorry, but you're slow as hell nowadays, so we have to...
No, like I mean, it's in the end, it's about, like, obviously you need to have an open discussion about it, and obviously when it comes down to David Beckham now, how he is right now, obviously his stats might be not as good as, for example, David Beckham 2002 when he scored this amazing free kick for England. But it's the same like last year what we had with Usain Bolt. Obviously Usain Bolt was amazingly quick.
Yes.
But he's not the best goal scorer, to be honest.
He's going to go and play in Australia. I don't think he's not the best.
But you need to accept that. But I mean, definitely, you will still see those unique skills from David Beckham, even as he is right now. And actually, to be honest, I met him in March this year. He can still kick the ball.
I'm sure he can. Yeah. It would be a shame if he'd lost his right foot. That would suck. And I mean, are you able to talk about how? I know we've got multiple David Beckhams, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Like, are you able to talk about how many there are at the moment?
So I mean, so far I can talk about two. I mean, we have David Beckham 2018, who will be actually who's available for pre-order and everything. But we will also have David Beckham 2002, and I can't talk about more because I mean those two they will be actually available, and but no more will be announced very soon.
Secret Beckhams.
Secret, yeah.
I like it. I mean, one big question that I really want to know: can you have multiple David Beckhams in one team?
That's a very good question. In my club, no, won't be possible. I mean, unless my team will now, when they see now, they might correct me massively, but no, most likely won't be possible.
And I mean, let's talk about the kind of legends more. Like, obviously, aside from multiple David Beckhams from multiple different time periods, who else are we working with this year?
So far we've what is it? I think we've announced 25 legends so far, including a huge variety of Liverpool legends. Obviously, one of our partner clubs, like Stevie G, will be in there, Steve McManaman, but then also we will have legends such as Luis Figo, Alessandro Del Piero, amazing players. We have Zamorano and Salas, Chilean stars, and we are very happy actually to also have Ronaldinho being part of our squad. So there were always rumors going on that Ronaldinho might be exclusively available in some other games, but actually we have him as well. So I mean, we can literally. All the people who are concerned about that, it's not true. We will also have Ronaldinho in the game. And on top of that, there will be more legends announced very, very soon. Nice.
And in terms of my club as a whole, like, what are we seeing in terms of that mode this year? What are the big changes?
So with my club this year, actually, more or less, we are celebrating the 5th anniversary or 5th birthday. So we've introduced my club in 2015. And this year, by the way, there are loads of goals going on. I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah.
And this year, actually, my club has been completely reworked. So we are introducing player packs. So the spinning boards now have been replaced with player packs. And also, we will include or introduce like feature players. Those are like feature players with a stats boost for a limited period of time, and this is actually based on performances from a real match day.
Okay, cool.
So there's, this is what we've announced so far. Obviously, there are some smaller new features which are actually based on feedback from our users. For example, we've received loads of feedback from fans in the past when, for example, as you just said, let's say, for example, you might have 3 times the same Beckham.
Yes.
And this time, actually, in PES 2019, you can merge him into one and get a new player. Because that
Voltron Beckham.
that wasn't possible in the past.
Right.
It's a small feature, but actually it's a very important feature for our fan base. And they've requested that. There are other new features, like we've increased the number of player slots to 1,000, so you can get loads of players can add loads of players. And this kind of stuff is actually based on feedback we've picked up in the past around my club.
Cool. And you talked about my club sort of replicating real-world performances and that kind of thing. Obviously, so close to launch, people are going to want to know what the sort of post-launch stuff is. Are you able to talk about how you're going to approach what comes after?
So, for post-launch, we have loads of stuff actually ready on preparation right now. I can't talk about it in so much detail, but what's very important for us is that there will be like continuous support. So. We will release the game next week, and then from day one basically onwards, there will be continuous content being released through our data packs, which is basically like updates, in-game updates.
Okay.
Those in-game updates will include new stadiums, such as, for example, the Celtic Park or Ibrox Stadium from our new partner clubs.
Going to get some really realistic Old Firm derbies.
Yes, exactly. And on top of that, there will be actually more leagues and new teams are coming also to the game. Yeah, so we are not done yet. And also regular updates like kit updates, for example. Some of those clubs, they haven't announced some kits yet, like the 3rd kit. So this will be updated in game, new boots, and it will be literally like continuous support throughout the full year, actually to provide content for our users. Since we don't want to just stop. Actually, it's just next week is the kickoff of our season, effectively.
Nice. And let's talk just briefly as the game comes to an end. Let's talk about the the gameplay improvements. Like, what are we looking at that's going to be different this year?
So first of all, I think we will see it.
The game's just ended.
Finished. Great timing, but I think we have time for one more match.
Unfortunately, I think we're just sticking with the one match.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. No, but just to summarize very quickly. First of all, the visuals are completely different this year, and this is actually thanks to our new shadow and lightning effect. So the team has been is making use of a feature called software called Enlightenment software. This actually allows us to include a shadow and lightning effect in a very most realistic way. Gameplay wise, obviously the team has improved the ball physics. The ball is the star of the game, so this has been completely reworked and feels completely different compared to the past. Very nice and small feature, but actually a big feature is visible fatigue. Oh yeah. So visible fatigue actually means that you cannot dash over the pitch for 90 minutes anymore, because probably after 60 minutes, even a player like Mbappe, they will get tired. They will indicate that they're getting tired, and then you have to take them off. So that's a very nice gameplay feature which has been included in PES 2019.
Nice. And people are going to get to play all of this and see all of this so soon, next week.
Yes, next week. And if the users see, if they can't wait for it, actually the demo is out already on PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC. So everyone, they can get their hands on the game right now and then literally get ready for the big launch next week.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So that's PES. There's so much more coming from IGN at Gamescom 2018. So keep it with us here.